day 2 of the studio renovation. I still have a couple more bookshelves that I have to move around and some little projects or some little products and supplies that I don't really quite know where to put them yet. But I'm still hoping to get all of that finished today because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. I don't want this to take over 2 days, so I really need to dial in and get focused on that. So let's go. See how I need about 1 more inch of space and these shelves collapse? I'm going to try and collapse one of these other shelves that doesn't have too much on it and see if I can push this one back against the wall. Let me give you guys a better view of that. So I've already got 3 shelves put in against the wall, but that 4th one, I can't push it back against the wall because it is a little bit too wide. So I need to narrow one of these other shelves and push it all the way back. And it fit perfect. What was wrong with my measuring tape?
Take the camera down and show them.
What's wrong with my measuring tape? Welcome back, everyone, and the studio is complete again, at least this version of it. I'm coming at you 1 day later because I was clumsy, accidentally fell down at the bottom of my stairs. I think I missed the bottom steps, so I ended up hurting my ankle and my wrist, and it kind of delayed getting this video recorded and put out to you, but I'm okay, no worries. Let me get you what you've been looking for. Let's check out the rest of this studio. So first, I'm gonna put up here a picture of what the studio looked like before. It looked really well lit, but it just looked so cluttered because things were all over the place and I really wasn't maximizing my space. So I decided to invest in some different type of shelving units and kind of rearrange everything a little bit, and this is what I've come up with. I really didn't change too much in this area. But the one thing that I did change about my desk area is I moved my monitors slightly to the left, and my chair is at the corner here instead of on the side. And I like this setup better because I have more room for my monitors. I like my huge monitors, I need space. And then I've just got my laptop there in the corner. And if you remember from my previous videos, I had a brown bookshelf going across the back here. That bookshelf fits perfectly under my stainless steel table. So the only thing that we needed to do, and Mason did this for me, is he lifted up this shelf and I was able to fit all of that in my brown cubby. That saved so much space. There's so much room in here. And the next thing I did was invest in some shelving units back here. So let me bring you all back here to get a look at that. So this is what it looks like behind the table. This is where I'm going to stand when I'm making my products. And I'll be facing out that way. So much more space. So these shelving units I purchased from Amazon, and I really took time looking for shelving units that I thought were going to best fit my space. I wanted shelving units that were going to be tall. I wanted shelving units that I could adjust. I can widen them out, or I can narrow the shelves in like this one, adjust it so it's skinnier, and it fits perfect in here. So that's my shelving unit in a nutshell. Before, I didn't have any room for my air compressor. I was tripping over it all the time, and my bath bomb press was on top of my metal table. I am now easily able to secure those underneath that shelf. This shelf right here has my stainless steel bowls and my measuring cups, my utensils, some of my my tools, my scissors, wet cutters, gloves, infrared thermometer, my calculator. All these were split between being on my table and the shelving unit that was on the wall. That shelving unit that was on the wall. My scales, these 3 scales were on that shelf that I just showed you, along with my mortar and pestle that was on that shelf. I just kind of threw some stuff together. It's kind of a mix between my candle making supplies and my soap making supplies. And this is also kind of a mix, but they're all my pouring pitchers. I have a nice little spot for my pressure cooker now because I really didn't have a good spot for that. And some clay that I've got, I'm still working on some products that I'm going to make with that. And I'll be posting those on my Patreon early this year. My mica colorants, my alcohol, soap colorant, glitter. When I was working with the one bookshelf in here that wasn't adjustable, I didn't have any room to fit my body butters and scrubs. Sugar scrubs on this shelf right here. And it goes pretty deep. I can fit about 5 or 6 sugar scrubs deep. And then we're talking about 9 sugar scrubs across, and then 2 sugar scrubs high. That's a lot of sugar scrubs that you can fit. And on the next shelf, I was also able to adjust it perfectly for my soaps, give them a little bit of space on top, but not too much. And I think they fit perfectly. They're really, really nice here. But for now, I've just got my lotions and some of my lip balms here. I tried to sell out of my candles. They're almost gone. So they're just occupying this space down here. I have my envelopes that I use for shipping my products and bubble wrap down here. And then I put my wax melter and my hot plate here. It's where I do my double boil method, or I melt my wax for my candles. Then I just have my packing tape and electrical tape right there. And this is the shelf that used to hold my products. And you see, this is only one shelf. That's all I had. And it's not adjustable. So I was stacking my body butters and sugar scrubs on top of one another. It wasn't pretty. My vision board was already there. I am so happy about how everything turned out. I really didn't have a blueprint in mind coming into this. I just knew that I wanted more space and I wanted more shelving units that were adjustable. And as I ordered those products and I started moving things around, everything just kind of fell into place, and it just ended up being really, really perfect for me. I don't feel congested or claustrophobic. I'm not tripping over my air compressor anymore. I've got space for everything in my studio, and I'm not even finished yet. I've got a whole closet over here that are full of supplies and ingredients. I didn't even open that because it's a mess. I'd be really embarrassed to open that. So I can't wait to get in here and get started making something. I don't know what the first item I'm gonna make is. I have no idea. I'll come up with something. So I think that's going to wrap up the studio tour. It's not super huge, but the way it's organized, it's got a lot of space and I'm loving it. Thank you so much for tuning in to the end of this video and watching my studio renovation part 2 come together. I'm sorry that it came so late, but unforeseen circumstances. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreons. Thank you so much for your patience and your support and your communication and everything that you guys have done help lift me up through this holiday season, through this Vlogmas. It was really, really tough, but I could not have done it without you guys' support. Please give me a huge thumbs up if you like this video, and please hit that notification and subscribe button so you can be notified anytime I post new content. Until next time, I'll see you guys on my next Vlogmas.